Okay, I am constantly seeing all these other methods of making sourdough that looks so much easier than what I do. I only do what I do because that's the only way I was taught. I'm feeling so quiet and chill this morning. Like, I kind of just want to whisper. 120 grams of starter. Look at Dixie. 120 grams. It's gonna be just right, watch that. 14 grams over. I just don't really want to do anything about it. I'm going with warm water. Warm water just makes the process a little bit quicker. 310 grams. Why did I keep going? When I do that, just turkey baste a little. This is a Danish dough whisk. I've got it linked on Amazon. It really does make a pretty big difference. Okay, fully incorporated. It calls for bread flour, but I've been using all-purpose in my starter, so I'm gonna use all-purpose. If you care to know why some people use all-purpose or why some people use bread, 500 grams. From what I've learned, in some countries, the all-purpose and bread flour have a completely different amount of protein in them. In a lot of places, there's not much of a difference. Like in the US, you can use pretty much both. 2 teaspoons of salt. This method has no 10 minutes of stretch and fold, so I'm quite excited. I'm gonna mix this together. This is when you're gonna be like, oh, that's why she says a Danish dough whisk makes a difference. Having a sink of cold soapy water during sourdough making process, yeah, you'll appreciate that. Super, super shaggy and very fun to touch. Yeah. Okay, damp towel. And okay, I'll be back in an hour. I'm just gonna leave it on the counter. I'm not gonna put it somewhere warm. It's been an hour. Still pretty much looks the same. Got some filtered water. I'm just gonna do stretch and folds, 4 of them. So I'm gonna grab it. Just gonna kind of lift it up. It's still so shaggy, but stretchier than before. Folding it over, turn in, a little more water, grabbing the whole thing, stretching, folding. Did I do 4? Was that 4? Oh, that was 3. Whatever, one more. Okay, so what we have. I'm gonna do an hour and then I'll be back. The wet towel bothers me. I'd rather go back to my shower cap. In 1 hour. Ooh, okay. There's some bubblage in there. See that one right there? Stretch and folds, same as before. Much, much smoother. I'm gonna leave it another hour. Okay, it's been another hour. Do some more stretch and folds. I go for another hour. Okay, a good 6 hours have gone by. This is what we got. Was I supposed to let 6 hours go by? I genuinely don't know, and I don't remember. I forgot this was on my counter. So, love that. What do we do next, actually? Okay. It was more like 7 or 8, but it said let sit from 6 to 12 hours on the counter. So I did exactly what I was supposed to do. My favorite part. Equal parts rice flour and all-purpose flour. Where's my thingy? Ah, the thingy. Bro, that was close. This is my focaccia. I'm working on 2 things today. That was almost bad. Fake news. Here's the right one. Yeah. The reason we use half, don't want to talk about it, never mind. I love that so much. Why do I love that? Okay, then what? Let fold over, yeah. Sprinkle flour on top. I went rogue, but that's what I could feel that was the right thing to do. Flop over, flour side down. Okay. Okay, I was born for this. She may be overproofed. Oh my god, there's so many bubbles. Oh my gosh, this is, I'm loving this. Why is this so fun? I think. Flip over, yeah, gather corner. Okay. Flour the top, flip, and then tighten ball with push pulls. Oh my gosh, there's so many bubbles. I'm popping all the bubbles. Oh no. There's so much air in there. I can feel it. $12 to 36 hours in the fridge. Look at this bitch. Ugh. Dutch oven is in the oven at 500 degrees, fully preheated. If this loaf turns out just as delicious as all of my other loaves, I will always choose to do less. I'm gonna try doing a really thin score because that's what the dude in the YouTube video did. He did like a really thin score, which is not what I'm used to seeing. I just made it deeper. It's already 3 times deeper than his. Make it deeper. It's so fun. It's hard to stop. Stay up. Stay up. Doing 20 minutes with the lid on. Okay, it's time to take the lid off. It's like a beautiful sunset. Another 20, 25-ish minutes and temp down to 450. She's gorgeous! So much prettier than the Dixie I named her after. Named her after my aunt. She's a real bitch. I can hear it. You can't, and I'm not going to stop my music, but I didn't cut far. I think this is the most beautiful loaf I've ever baked. Oh no, still barely warm, but I break rules all the time. Yeah, a good knife. If you don't have a good bread knife, I promise it makes a difference. Believe me, I have seen you guys in my comments saying, I don't do those 10 minutes of stretch and folds. And I've ignored it because until it's my own idea, I just don't care. This is my favorite piece. Wow. I did not think I was going to notice a difference. Like, this is significantly different than my other method. It's thrown me for a loop because I don't like the outside as much. This is more like papery instead of good and chewy. So that surprised me, but this is so good. I wonder if those 10 minutes of stretch and folds when it's building extra strength is that's also part of what helps make the crust chewy.